Big vibes, we are back. It's your boy, BLKFinesse. We're about to watch your boy MTR yet again, for the second video. This one's called Adult Actress Gets Fired from Teaching Job. From the thumbnail, what I've seen, it looks like Shorty has been posting herself all over social media as a gym influencer, TikTok influencer. And I guess the teaching community or the county community doesn't like her exploiting herself. So she probably got fired for that. So let's check it out.
Teacher caught in compromising positions in her classroom.
She was posting explicit content online and her students found it. Sarah Robinson spoke with parents and also tried to speak with that teacher involved in this. Sarah, what's the latest?
Well, this all erupted when this teacher started promoting her videos on her TikTok and Instagram accounts, which I'm told her students follow. Once students found these images, they were airdropped around the school. Now parents are furious with the teacher and the school district.
I created content at the beginning of the summer in order to earn.
Yo, her face is crooked. Golly, I'm wrong for this. I'm sorry, but whoa. Shorty built like an elf. I'm wrong. Let me chill out.
Extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my own so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state. It was brought.
Ma'am, stop the cap.
Yeah.
Notice the words that she's saying. Did they pay you less money? Because in order to meet your basic necessities, you do not have to put your monkey meat online for a few shekels. The truth is that you wanted to buy more things, and instead of getting another job or a different job was your option. You gotta pay for the consequences if that's your decision.
Brought to my attention on October 24th that a community member had expressed concerns to the police and my school regarding video content. At this time, I was placed on paid administrative leave and probation pending investigation. I do not believe that my name should be smeared throughout the community when I made one mistake that didn't affect anybody until others began allowing access to my content. It has been quite concerning to me that parents are continuing to allow their children to comment, harass me and my family, and threaten myself as well as others connected to my social media, as well as follow pages that they knew themselves are not appropriate for minors.
I completely understand why a parent wouldn't want their child to be taught by a mattress actress. Ma'am, you have the freedom to choose whatever it is that you want to do in this world as long as it's lawful. But do understand that these professional institutions can fire you without provocation. Forget that somehow it's spread to children. If this was just all adults that saw this, they would still have fired you anyway.
It's because you don't realize it's unprofessional and bad for the brand. It's very much unprofessional. Like, if you're going to do that, at least don't do it around where you're teaching kids or being around kids. So, but just like MTR said, if you're around adults, it truly depends on the company. Like, if you know that it's very unprofessional and it's not good for the brand, don't do it. Don't do it. Just I don't know, like you have to already have the audience and the amount of followers in order to get paid through TikTok to do what you do. You feel me? Like, just don't work. Be a 3 or 4 if that's the case. Like, don't do that while kids are around. It's already bad enough that, like, you know, people are actually just turning dudes into creeps because they're just showing themselves off, but you're doing that around kids now. Like,
who put his girlfriend up on OnlyFans, and it is mind-blowing seeing what's going on with these simps. These simps are emptying out their bank accounts, giving all their money to this girl, and of course it's just going straight up through her into his pockets. And then what he does with this cash is he takes her out to these beautiful restaurants, these lovely golf courses, these nice hotels, makes love to her in the most beautiful scenic places, and then he just hands her the phone and gets her to take pictures of herself to make it look like she's by herself. He posts that stuff up on OnlyFans, and all these simps start throwing more money at them, and then they hire out someone from the Philippines for like $1 an hour and get them to answer the messages so they don't even have to talk to them. And then these simps are sitting there thinking that they're talking to the girl. What is going on? What is wrong with the world? God is looking down at Sodom and Gomorrah and saying, man, I gotta flood this place.
We did not have a choice. We chose greed. We chose a bag over a man. We chose to not have our children. We would rather have a bunch of money than have our children have a father in the home.
I disagree.
No. You have to know the history. This is proven fact.
History.
No, this is proven proven
not
facts.
able to work and provide for their
That's
families.
absolutely
We were
false.
forced to take
That's
the
false.
government check.
That's false.
They couldn't stay in the
That's
house
false.
if they were there.
That's false.
Then how were they going to feed the
That's
children?
false.
And where was
The
it coming
children
from?
were fed. Women were greedy.
Because
They
it was
wanted
coming
to
from
be,
the government.
No.
But
Let's
if
get
the
this
husband
clear.
was home, he wouldn't be employed.
Black women
So how-
wanted to be like white women in the Cosmopolitan magazine. The woman who started Cosmopolitan magazine, the main editor, she is now a Catholic, and she repented from what she did. She said we were teaching women because we wanted all women to feel that we had a gripe with white men. And so, this is public knowledge. You look it up on YouTube.
She talked about it.
Yes, absolutely. They wanted black women to also be part of their movement in other races because it wasn't enough. The black woman and the black man had to stay together in the U.S. because it was the only way for us to overcome. What they did was with Cosmo, they lied. These were women that would say, you know what, there's a single woman moved to New York. She's sleeping with different men. She has her life. She has her own money, her education. She's getting these jobs. These women were promoting promiscuity and living a certain lifestyle when they were all married. They were all lying and making up these people because it was supposed to be a fantasy magazine.
What's the worst place everyone in the room has had?
She spoke, and I'm not gonna lie, she went in. I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't understand everything. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't understand everything. So in the short comment, let me know what she's really referring to, because it seems like I don't have too much of an understanding. I think I'm seeing her refer to black women wanting to do their own thing, and I guess getting away with it or something. It was kind of hard to keep up, like, because they were arguing, so it's kind of hard to follow who was saying what. So let me know what in the comments.
Mine was recent as well, you know what I'm going to say as well. When I went to Paris, I was filming in Paris with a production that does like half their scenes out in public and then the rest is filmed like private. We did it in the clothing stores, changing rooms, filmed like in there for about 20 minutes, and like store was open, there was people. You know if it's going to be a bad day or a good day. You just know it was a good day. It was a good week, to be fair.
Absolutely, 100%. Follow along about what other guys want. So I think if a man sees that a bunch of other guys want this female, it's like, oh, what do I gotta do to get her so I could be on top?
Men get disgusted when we know that a chick got other options or she's doing a whole lot of things. Listen, baby Lex, let me tell you, I want you to understand this. There's recreational use only. 95% of women go into recreational use only. Men lie to women in order to get sex, and they'll keep lying to you to keep you in recreational use only. You get what I'm saying? So when you saying that guys like girls that can get other guys, that isn't the case. We like the soft, feminine, in a corner, not doing too much, but the girls in a club, twerking, on a stripper pole, out doing a whole lot, we'll smash those girls. We'll smash them. But
okay. I see I see both sides. I ain't gonna hold you. I see both sides. It is true that a lot of dudes don't want the 304 type of women, but as far as recreational use or sexual pleasure, they will do that to them. So it does come off a little as hypocrisy, because y'all say y'all want this, but go after the woman that knows they can get other men. So I mean, I see what they're saying, but at the same time, I see what he's saying as far as wanting the type of woman to be with. So there's a difference between being with someone and just smashing with someone. Yes, it is it's a little hypocritical. So I mean, I see what they're saying. I'm not judging no one. You feel me? I'm not really on any kind of sides. I see what he's saying though.
We don't wife those females up. Oof. That's the thing. It's two different categories. So you got sexual attraction and you got commitment attraction. I think you're conflating.
I think what's important to notice about this clip is the sheer shock across these young women's faces as he's just saying basic man-ish. The mindset of the modern woman today is so ass backwards and not understanding how men think. How could you ever expect them to know how to treat you well in a relationship? They get all of their information from feminized media and cosmopolitan type shit, especially when they're getting all of their information regarding men either from their echo chambered, the failed relationship that their mother had within their life, or feminist media such as Cosmopolitan magazine.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's because they, like he said, they're confusing they're confusing commitment and sexual. Like, if you want the committed man, you gotta attract a committed man by doing things that isn't related to the 304s, to sexual attraction. Like, you can be sexually attractive, but do things that are worth the committed man to commit to. You feel me? Like, there are things you can do, but behind the scenes. Like, you don't show yourself off and expect the man to commit to you. You feel me? You're doing sexual things and expecting commitment. And you can't expect commitment while doing sexual things. It's like oil and water. They don't kind of correlate, you feel me? Unless you just so happen to find the right one who can commit and be sexual. But sometimes it's a little hard because it's like you can't truly be both. You rarely find women nowadays who don't want to experiment because they're young, in their 20s. You know, they want to explore the world, explore different options, explore different men and stuff like that. Same thing with dudes. Dudes do the same thing. So it's like, it's really no on and off with that. It's like, we can't blame the other genders because they're trying to live their life. They're trying to be sexual. So commitment and sexual, it's like you got to pick one way or the other. Sometimes if they know about your history and you chose a sexual history, that sexual path, it's going to be a hard time finding commitment. And if you chose the commitment lifestyle, it's going to be hard to revert back to the sexual. You feel me? It's going to be a little difficult. Now, it's easy to switch to sexual, and it's going to be hard to come back to commitment. So, I don't know, man.
All of these liars convince them, or in fact trick them into not only understanding men, but also that their liberation within their sexuality is, by some stretched means of the imagination, powerful. And it's a harsh reality to understand that the men that they most likely want have no sympathy for them not understanding these things, and will simply just take advantage of their lack of knowledge. But understand that your ignorance is not an excuse to ignore objective reality.
These BBLs killing y'all.
I've seen this nasty crap.
And the thighs don't match. Well.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Copyright. Oh my God. And the thighs don't match. She looked like a queen ant covered in pink sherbet. When she went in there, the doctor asked her, what size BBL you want? She just said yes. She can no longer sleep on her back for fear of breaking it. You know what,
you
though?
didn't even
If
at
she
least build your
gains some
thighs.
weight, she might be able to match it.
Yeah, you gotta do
You know
some
what I'm
like
saying?
leg
But until then,
extensions,
I'm
calf,
Stay away
hamstring
from
curls.
the group hand raise on gym day 4 for fear of rupture.
We're supposed to be friends forever.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Shitty boys, we up. What up? Yeah, don't hand over shit. Listen, I'm a feminist at the end of the day. I support equality. This is what we've been fighting for decades. Survival of the fittest, irrespective of the gender differences. She learned the most valuable lesson this day, which is that, hey, the world is fair. You better get yours, because I'm going to get mine.
Hey, rate her from 1 to 10. What's your name?
Hennessy. Hennessy.
You can tell you're alcoholic. 0. Next.
You don't want to see me get vexed. Boss on your phone, tell a man you can't jack.
Whoa. Sheesh. I mean, most of the time, you do see a lot of girls who do hop on those little videos and interview videos and give fake names and stuff. She said, Hennessy? Excuse me? Hennessy? I can tell you're alcoholic. I'm dead. That's crazy. But yeah, people do be confusing sexual with commitment. Like, I think they expect commitment and still be sexual. It's like, it's not the same. You can't get too much of both. You can't. You rarely find that. It's a small percentage of people who can be able to be committed and still be sexual, but in a monogamous relationship. Most of the time, that sexual lifestyle is polygamy. Most of the time, you rarely find someone who's that loyal and want to lead that sexual lifestyle. They want to remain in that sexual lifestyle because commitment be too much. The moment the commitment fails, they just jump straight back into the streets because it's that easy. That's what I said. Like, it's hard to convert from sexual to commitment, but commitment to sexual is pretty easy. But it's really hard to get back into that lifestyle, man. It's hard. You rarely find someone who don't have a past. You rarely find that. But leave your comments down below. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, let me know. You feel me? BLKFinesse out.